2023 electric BMW 7 Series.
i7 xDrive 60 with launch control.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Interesting.
Horsepower and torque.
536 horsepower, 549 pound-feet of torque from 2 electric motors and a 102 kilowatt-hour battery.
So the new 7 Series been refreshed, and there's an electric version and a gas version, but they're the same car and they look similar. This is the M Sport version, so it's got that cool black grille at the front, where a luxury version would be all the same color.
Yeah, so they did the completely different route of what Mercedes did, where they have the S Class and then they split it off into the EQS for the electric car. And I think BMW did it the correct way. And I actually think BMW has now taken the cake in the 7 Series luxury barge series.
Heck yeah.
This thing is extremely impressive in so many different ways, especially in the back seats.
Is it because there's a TV that folds down from the top?
Yeah, Yuri, we have a 31-inch 8K screen that literally folds from the top of the sunroof, whatever it's called.
And to get in, it's got automatic doors everywhere, which is pretty cool, but Jacob kind of absolutely hates them.
The implementation is very poor. It's not very classy. Genesis has done it better. Rolls-Royce has done it better. Mercedes has done it better.
Because it opens up a little bit and then all the way once you're out of the way, because there's sensors at the bottom. And if you're not used to it, it does make for some finicky operation, but it is still cool that it exists.
It is cool that
so
it
what about
exists.
that TV? Go to the TV or looks, or this pattern here on the inside.
Dude, there's so much to talk about. The press release for this car was 41 pages.
I found one that was 68 pages.
Yeah, dude, depends on the font
I
size.
think there was literally two PDFs, and one said long version and one said short version.
Yeah, okay, so let's go on to the back seats. The back seats, the right back seat likes to fully recline in the most comfortable position. I do fit there, Yuri fits there very comfortably. It's a little bit slow to get into that position, but that's fine.
Yeah, and then we got a TV that folds down, but you can only fold it down while driving when the shades are up.
The screen can be folded down, but you can't actually watch it without the rear shade being up, so that people outside of the car can't watch your screen through the rear window.
And surprisingly enough, this rearview mirror isn't a video camera rearview mirror.
Exactly. So once you're fully reclined, you have your massage seats. Everything's controlled through these side touchscreen things. There's no Android tablet that Yuri previously hated.
I hate, there's nothing worse than like getting into a 7 Series and you're like, you get this $100 Best Buy special 2013 tablet.
Yeah, and what else did you hate about every previous car with rear seats that did not have Netflix and YouTube?
And this has it, which is pretty sweet.
Exactly.
But then to control it is like the hardest game of your life, trying to type on this little like side screen thing.
Yeah, so it has Fire TV built in, which is really nice, but the actual implementation of trying to use it on the right touchpad or left one in the passenger seat, not the best, but I think they did a pretty good job of it. You can type there, you can watch your YouTube, you can watch whatever you want. You can plug in your HDMI.
Yeah, you can plug it. So it's got HDMI. You can plug that in and play N64 games. I got the HDMI adapter, but what I have found is that there is a serious amount of input lag. So unlike an old RCA TV in the back of a Dodge Caravan, you're not going to be able to actually play any fast games well. Maybe if you're playing like Final Fantasy or something that's turn-based.
And then we don't have a fridge back there, which, I mean, come on, BMW, where's the fridge? This is an electric car.
And then back to the screen thing, I found that with a tall driver, it's like you can't fold down the screen until
Yeah, it literally won't let you.
Because it'll clip this. So if your tall driver is there and he's like, I need to get comfortable, I've got long torso. Then all of a sudden, you've got this screen way too close to your face. Then you have to like tilt to the left. It's not directly in front of you. Like, I think it's cool, but I'm still like it's not perfect for me.
There is a cool feature where you can actually move where the main center of the screen is. You can make it to the right and to the left, or you can also force it to take up the full widescreen, but then your aspect ratio is like totally off.
Interesting.
Yep.
And then we do have a cool armrest thing there, so you can like fold that down, and then you got cup holders that pop out and a wireless charger, but no AC power. So I had to use a Ryobi battery to power my N64, which I'm gonna say is not very luxurious.
I don't think anyone's gonna do that in the backseat of this.
Okay, and then Jacob says that, but when we went to West Coast Customs, they were modifying this gigantic van to be a cool party thing that was probably cost $1 million. And what entertainment system did it have?
N64.
A built-in N64. So I think they would have it.
Who knows if I'm wrong? Let me know in the comments. So that wraps up the back, which is really impressive, and this poops all over the S Class and the EQS 100%. Would you agree?
The back seat, yeah, for sure.
For sure. And even the front up here is really nice.
The
this
thing
infotainment is so much better than the EQS. Whatever, like that whole hyperscreen thing is so confusing.
The hyperscreen may be confusing, but the lights combined with the shape and everything, I think is as impressive, if not more impressive looking than this. Because like this light pattern behind here is really cool.
It is.
But like the Mercedes lights, the way they like obnoxiously glow too much, like
exactly.
That's pretty awesome.
I think it's way too obnoxious and distracting. This is a really good non-distracting implementation of interior ambient lighting.
But don't you kind of want to be obnoxious when you're spending $200,000 on a car?
I don't want to be distracted and crash my really expensive car.
That's why you have all the sensors.
Yeah.
And it's got 3 BMW stripes here on the dashboard.
It's an M, bro.
Just like that 2007 BMW in my underground parking garage.
Look at that M.
What's M?
I assume it's there. Is it not? The colors?
Do I have it?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Damn it. So now I'm going to floor this thing, which your chauffeur will be doing. Boost mode. It's definitely pretty
boost
quick.
Mode? Where's the boost mode button?
So boost mode is a left paddle button, and you have 10 seconds of the advertised horsepower boost, because if you don't press that button, you don't actually have the advertised horsepower.
Nice.
So you have your advertised horsepower for 10 seconds at a time.
I tell you what though, this thing drives nice. It's not weird electric in any single way at all. It doesn't have that awful brake pedal that the EQSs have, which makes the EQSs a total deal breaker to Yuri, who doesn't have the money to spend on them anyways.
Yeah, this drives fantastic, so I'm going to drive it fantastically through Cliche Corner, and it is so flat. So we have a couple packages on this car. We have a lot of them. One of them really helps with the handling. We have road preview, and then we also have basically a electric sway bar assist that makes this flat at all times, especially when you're in sport mode. All it does is aid in comfort and sport. So you can actually change your drive modes, but the drive modes are really confusing. This does handle well in sport, but sport is its own real mode. That's the only one that you can really customize. Otherwise, I
like them. Look, so
we have a lot of weird modes.
We got personal, which I guess is normal, efficient. If we go to theater, it goes full theater. Like having everything go with one button click, I think is very, very cool.
But it's not one button click, because now to go into sport mode, all this crap is still closed.
Yeah, but to get to theater
now we
mode
have music. We have theater music.
Wait, why didn't the screen go? Oh, because your stupid seat.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
See, not perfect.
Well, if you were normal height,
yeah. Well, if
the screen would go down.
Okay, here. So sport. Now I'm back in sport. All my crap's still closed.
Hey BMW.
What's the thing? Hey BMW. Open all the sunshades.
I'm opening all sun blinds.
And what's cool now is Hey BMW shows you what you said, so you know it understood what you said.
But back to those drive modes, I really don't like them because there's no actual normal mode. You're like, yeah, personal is probably normal, but you're guessing. So I think what BMW is trying to do is dumb everything down to the point that you don't want to customize things, because the only customizable mode is sport, where you can make everything comfort if you wanted to, but in the other modes, you're just guessing that you're in comfort.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it'd be a pretty solid guess, because if we go to...
It would be.
Personal, like...
But now all my lighting's changed, and like my seat bolsters have like chilled out and stuff.
Yeah, I think you got to be here for... I think these cars aren't for people who want customization. They're people for here for the experience. And what's the relaxed massage starts right away?
Yeah, but then all this stuff closes again.
That's relaxing. I just like that with one button, massages start.
Yeah, I did like one button sport to put me back into sport and all my previous mode as well. Let's get you in here now.
All I do is push the brake pedal, it'll close, right?
Yep.
Just like a Tesla.
And then I gotta do this. Not bad.
Launch control, shaking the wheels. Oh, it's pretty good, even though we're at like 29% battery.
Yeah, this is an electric car, by the way.
And then we have brake regen mode as well, which is noticeable. Okay, what's the range for this electric car?
This one with the 21-inch wheels is up to 498 kilometers.
And why isn't my car fully charged?
Because I couldn't charge it this morning because BMW gave it to me with this setting that I did not notice. So it is technically my fault. The maximum charging target was set to 20%, and I didn't notice because the infotainment kept saying it was charge mode immediately, so I thought it was going to charge.
I was getting notifications to my phone because I set it up to my phone. I'm like, Jacob, are you having trouble?
Yeah, so I couldn't charge it, but technically it is my fault, so I will take responsibility for that.
Still decent power for 29%.
The thing is, people might be making this mistake, so this is like a real world scenario.
That they'll make once.
Yes, exactly.
Call the dealership. Why can't I charge my Tesla?
Well, that's exactly it. Like, I couldn't figure it out. I'm like,
Tesla,
here
whatever.
it is, charging target.
Okay, other cool stuff that this has, technology-wise, you can put your location into the navigation, and then it shows augmented in the middle instead of on the side. So that's cool. I'm never going to use it because I'll just use Google Maps.
Yep.
In Apple CarPlay. But that's interesting. This does have that cool parking thing where it'll map the routes you can park in underground garages, which I think we talked about in the X7 review.
And then it also has a new lane keep assist system, Assisted Plus, which works really, really well.
Back to the voice command stuff. The X7 couldn't go to 90s on 9. It couldn't go to Sirius XM 9. Let's test it out. Hey, BMW, play Sirius XM channel 9. And I can see that.
Unfortunately, the vehicle is not equipped with that function.
But we do have Sirius XM,
And we can
go to
physically-
channel 9.
yeah.
So I think there's something wrong with BMWs. It's like an internal error or something. They didn't program it to be able to do that. Because a lot of other manufacturers can all do that, and this and the X7 still can't.
Right.
And then back to folding down this TV screen. Okay, now that I'm here, we can go to theater mode and actually see it drop down.
Probably not, because my seat.
Oh my God, move your seat up, bro.
No, this is my comfortable position.
Do you not
This
want...
is a real world problem.
I want to show the people.
This is
So
a
let's
real
show the
world
people
problem.
that the screen can fold. Here, move your seat up.
This is
Let's
real world,
go
bro.
to...
I'm really uncomfortable now.
That's okay. You're the passenger. Personal. Now I can't see out my rear view.
So impressive. I'm really uncomfortable.
Yeah, but it's sweet because if you're in the back seat, you'd be able to see.
Okay, so now that it's in position, I can move my seat and it's moving the rear screen closer to the occupants in the rear. So if I want to be comfortable, they're not comfortable watching the screen.
Okay, and then you can't go back any farther, so fold up theater screen. But the thing is, I can't tell it. Hey, BMW. Hey, BMW. Fold up theater screen.
For this function, I need a connection to a Bluetooth device.
But lucky for everyone, I set up displays to my shortcuts, and then I can go theater screen and then fold up theater screen.
And it can fold it up with my position right now, which is interesting.
Because it gave a warning that it wasn't going to let you go any further back because the screen was down.
So the front seats are really comfortable, really impressive to sit in. We do have massages up here. We can also set them through these nice crystal displays. They have these crystal buttons up here that Mercedes also has, but they're crystals up here.
Yeah, I'm okay with these. I'll keep reaching down because in BMWs,
Yeah.
so
I really love these crystals up here. I think it looks really impressive. This is a whole like touch panel basically, and then this thing will actually illuminate if you get phone calls and like do weird things in your infotainment.
I feel scared about touching any of the buttons on my steering wheel because it's so simple.
They're not that bad to use. However, everything's buried in your infotainment, which we've already said in the iX review.
Yeah, we still got a rotary dial, some kind of hard capacitive buttons, the volume slider, that's cool. No park, so you have to put in parking brake mode, which is kind of weird.
And then puts you into park. And then we have our square cup holders, which are actually circles in the middle.
They fit small cups just fine, and a wireless charger in front.
Visors.
3, 2, 1.
Full pass.
Perfect.
Ooh, nice material too. And it is a really quick car, and it does differentiate itself from the gas version. There's no more twin-turbo V12. There's only a twin-turbo V8, and the twin-turbo V8 has basically the same horsepower, but it is faster than this electric car.
I really like this electric drivetrain. Like, I'm just cruising, I think in theater mode, and like, if I floor it,
Yeah.
still a good amount of punch with low battery. I like it a lot. And the brake pedal's not weird. I think I said that again, but like just having that normal is so good.
And I haven't felt sick in this car, and it is quite quick.
Yeah,
I think
that's
the
right.
The way that maybe they calibrated this to give you that power, I think is a better job than other manufacturers that just give you more of a boost. I'd rather have it slightly slower.
Okay, now let's get to the most exciting part for Yuri.
Yeah, the comfort. So the damping is incredible. The road preview works really, really well. You're sending it through cliche corner, but I am so comfortable, and we are not even in sport mode. Like, this is fantastic. I think it is better than the EQS sedan in terms of comfort.
I love sanding this thing.
Dude, it's so nice to drive this car. Electric powertrain aside, I hate having to charge this. I would just go 100% for the gas one, because then you don't have to deal with all the bullshit of electricity.
I don't know. go electric. It's like pretty.
It's not luxurious though. You know, half the time the charger doesn't work.
I don't know. I think I'd risk it. You get a home charger, and like then you have some pretty good range. Like this.
There is also a new Rolls Royce that's coming out that they already announced, the Spectre, which is fully electric. So we'll see those
That's
trying to charge as well.
A big price difference from this.
Yeah.
So now the funnest part, the looks.
The looks. It's hideous.
You don't like it? I think it looks pretty cool. Like the front end with the way they made the M Sport thing come down on like the angles of the black at the front.
I think it looks better than the EQS sedan, I'll give it that. And I don't hate it as much as I thought I would in person, but I still think the previous one is like gorgeous.
I definitely think this will look cooler in lighter colors. Like I don't like the dark burgundy, especially again maybe because it's overcast. But I think there's like a redder version, and this is a two-tone, which is cool. You can get two-tone in a couple different colors.
And then these wheels are pretty nice too. They're a very simple 5-spoke, but kind of electrified by
very
making them wider.
electric-y. Yeah, very electric-y. And then what would be the Continental recommended tire for a BMW 7 Series?
The Conti Sport Contact 5.
So then we've got the new style headlights like the X7, and they got some cool diamonds and stuff and crystals in them.
Yeah, I mean, they look cool because of the crystals, but I mean, the previous one just looked so normal and nice.
I don't like full headlight mode. I think it looks kind of weird. Doesn't have that like cool presence that old BMWs had.
Yeah, and then side profile, the door handles are kind of embedded and you have to press and hold them for like a little bit to have the doors close.
Like the iX, but the body lines aren't all warpy like
Yes.
that iX we drove, considering this is a burgundy car as well.
I think this is a way better car overall than the iX.
Shout out whoever the guy who made the body panel flat.
Yes,
Okay, from the side view though, it does look like just like a big thick brick.
which it should.
And it's cool that there's a pinstripe too.
Yeah.
Okay, very back, we've got cool taillights that kind of like fade in and out, and when you get your turn signals on, they give a it's nice.
It is really nice. No exhaust tips because it's the electric one. The gas one does have exhaust tips.
And then let's listen to it from the inside.
That's so Hans Zimmer.
Pretty cool. And then like, I think the other modes have like different like ambient kind of sounds.
No, they just turn it off.
What the heck? Is that music?
Boy, was I ever wrong. Crap.
Hello, I'm your Uber driver. The crowd is listening.
This is insane.
Man, EQS sucks compared to this. Except for this brake pedal thing. What if that's like a launch mode?
Oh, try it.
Go boost. Oh, it puts you in sport boost.
Oh, it's no different. Yeah, so anyways, 0 to 60 is in the 4.5 second range, probably in sport boost mode.
Okay, back to looks. And where the exhaust tips should have been, like do you have a problem with any of that?
Not at all.
Trunk room's pretty good when you pop it open, like no issues there really.
Need a fridge back there.
Maybe.
At this
but we
price
got like
point?
a ski pass through kind of thing.
Yeah.
So overall looks better than the EQS.
Yes.
Not better than the old 7 Series.
Correct.
All right. And then to end things off, right now it's winter. If we wanted to protect our carpets, what would we do?
We'd buy a set of TuxMat. Go to tuxmat.com/TheStraightPipes. Check out which BMW you have because they have so many different mats for BMWs, just like the X7 that we recently reviewed.
The material looks very luxurious. It'll fit perfectly with your BMW.
Yes, especially a car at this price point, very luxurious looking.
What's the price point? Let's get to the price.
Oh boy, it starts at $147,000.
Canadian.
This one is $194,200.
Let me justify that for you.
Yeah, dude, I'm sold. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's about the same price as the EQS, right?
I think it's actually a little bit more, but
it's also,
we have a theater screen, we've got everything in
and
it.
it's comparable to the gas version, and it's like the model they like. It's not like a new model. People don't think it looks too ugly.
Yes.
Like, I mean, they think it looks a little ugly, but not as ugly as the EQS, I think.
Yeah, and then we have the adaptive air suspension that I think is better than the EQS. The ride quality I think is better than the EQS. The looks are better than the EQS. Everything about this I honestly think is better than the EQS.
And if you get it here in Canada, like to power that Netflix and stuff, you get pretty much unlimited. I think you get unlimited internet for the first 4 years because they haven't done pricing for it after that. So like you're pretty much buying an unlimited internet hotspot too, which
for
is pretty
4
cool.
years.
For your Netflix TV in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then at the front, we also have the YouTube app, which isn't working for some reason right now, but then you'll be able to watch on the front. We've got the drive recorder, which will record all the way around for 20 seconds before and 20 seconds after. And then we also have the interior camera, which is fun for just taking photos. And we can also see who's trying to break into your car from the interior camera through the app as well. And you can get a 360 view of the outside from the app too.
Yeah.
I mean, who's gonna have this for more than 4 years, right?
Nobody.
Like, I don't think so. I think these cars now are just meant to be like, hey, I've got them for a bit, cool, and then they're all gonna get recycled because like something like this is not going, like there's not going to be a millennial Radwood in 2050 where someone rolls up with one of these. Like,
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh no, like there's no computer to support that. 5G has been offline for the last 20 years, just like Lexus did for 3G.
Oh, and by the way, this has a really good sound system. The Bowers & Wilkins and the speaker grills look amazing.
Yeah, except
Like really good.
you just can't tell it to go to 90s on 9.
Yes. So if you are shopping for one of these, I would recommend the gas version. Yuri would recommend the electric version. Go to tsp.truecar.com, see which one you like, or any other cars at tsp.truecar.com. Discounted price offers.
Do you think the gas version has espresso?
Probably not.
But it's got a twin turbo V8, so
This is impressive.
let us know what you guys think.